Good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Analyzed Life. And today's topic, we are going to discuss, I misspelled that, well, I corrected on the comeback, is why makes black women so ugly? What makes black women so ugly? I was talking to a man from Israel, and he was telling me that he thinks that American women are the best looking women in the world, that we have every kind of women in this country. I asked him if he had dated a lot of women since he's been here from Israel. He's been here for 2 years. And he responded, I dated every woman but black women. I don't care too much about black women. My question to him was, what makes black women so ugly? He said, it's not that I don't find them ugly, it's that I don't find them attractive. I said, what makes them unattractive? And I don't know if he didn't want to explain or he didn't know how to explain what he had just said, or if he even needed to explain. But one thing I try to do when I talk to someone is let them express themselves in any way that they feel that they can, because people rarely get a chance to do that. And he said, I don't know, I don't like the way that they make themselves up. I don't like that they're always accessorized, that a lot of them are just not attractive to me. And of course, he went on to say what many people say, not all. An argument is never all. An opinion is never all. That's what makes it an opinion. But I understood what he meant, so I tried to explain it to him, but I don't know if I was successful. What I said to him was that it can be that it's possible that many black girls, since the time that they're young, don't get a chance to feel what it means to be pretty or even beautiful. He listened, and he said, what do you mean? I said, well, since the time that they're young, like you'll see a lot of girls in school, by the time they reach third, sometimes second grade, they already are changing their appearance, and it's usually the way that they look physically. They're changing their hair. A lot of girls have their hair straightened. A lot of girls have extensions in their hair. A lot of girls are already looking to change their appearance. They feel less than. Who do they get that from? Usually from their parent at home. And if you're in the black community, most likely it will be from the single parent that stays at home, most likely their mother. He said, what do you mean? What does that? He never understood the concept of this dynamic that's inside the black community. I said, well, next time, this was in the Bronx, in New York. I said, next time you're in the Bronx, in the BX12 bus in the Bronx, you're coming from 207th Street in Manhattan, and you're crossing to where you work in Fordham Road. See how many black women and little girls get on, and see how many actually have their natural hair. He said, I don't understand what's natural hair. He didn't understand that many of the hairdos that he saw on black women were false. He also didn't understand how this affected their self-esteem. He also didn't understand that how this can destroy the self-esteem of a little girl growing up in this kind of household. She never gets to feel pretty. She never gets to feel lovely. She never gets to feel special. Because the thing that grows naturally from her hair is the exact thing that she has to change. Is it possible that a community that worships the most in certain parts of this country, like the black community does, and says that God doesn't make any mistakes, really feel that God has made a mistake when it comes to their personal appearance? Think about it. You see an Asian girl, most likely she'll just have her hair normal or in a ponytail. You see a Caucasian woman, she'll have her hair natural or normal. And you will see even many Hispanics, they'll have their hair natural, how it grows out of their head. But then when it gets to black little girls, even black teenagers, they already get used to changing the way they look. Not how much they learned, not their education as much. Most of these schools that are flunking because they have kids from the black community that are not excelling, they always have black children and black girls who have these expensive hairstyles, expensive hairdos. They have money for that, but not money for other things that will improve their lifestyle. They're doing it because they see their parent with it. At that age, you shouldn't be thinking about how am I going to change my hair, putting harmful and dangerous chemicals on someone's head. It could even affect the way they learn. This is something that the man on the bus did not understand. Your self-image is tied to the people in your house, what you are valued for, and the things you feel that make you you. But in the moment where they feel that they have to learn about life, they're being told you have to change the way that they look because they feel they're not good enough, they feel ugly, they feel disgusting, they feel unwanted. And how do you expect the world to receive you in a positive way if you haven't accepted yourself the way you are naturally? Now, there's a big movement right now about going natural, which is strange to hear because you're actually going back to the way you were born. There's no movement for Asians to go natural or Caucasians to go natural. When it comes to the black community, going natural because for a long time, a grand majority of the population has accepted the best way for me to step out into the world is with someone else's hair on my head, my hair altered, my hair changed in a way that I can feel comfortable. Now imagine that. Not being able to step out of your house because you feel uncomfortable with what grows out of your hair naturally. Not saying that you can't style your natural hair or that you can't do anything with it, but why do you feel that to go out in public, it's much better to tie a shower cap to my head, a wrap around my head, because I feel less than? And a lot of times you'll hear the excuse I explained to the young man from Israel. It's easier, they'll say it's easier to maintain my hair this way. It's easier to be complimented this way. My question to him was, do you really want someone who is going to compliment you by the style of hair that you had to alter that is not yours? It's hair that you bought. A common answer you would get is, it's my hair because I bought it. While your hair, if it was shaved off naturally, most people would not buy it. The biggest people who will alter your self-esteem are the people closest to you. You have to answer this question, actually. Do these little girls really have a chance of valuing themselves and their self-worth is from the time they're in second grade? They are changing their appearance. They are changing what makes them them, while everyone around them who does not look like them, who is not black, has their hair how it naturally grew out of their head. Is this a form of child abuse? Who would you report it to? So if you grow up feeling bad about yourself, a lot of your behaviors might be negative. Maybe. If you grow up not feeling as if you can step out of the house without having your hair altered or hair sewn into your head and not be able to swim because you can't get your hair wet, your thoughts may be in the wrong place. Any child that comes out of you, you might see as already predetermined to be inferior, and your self-esteem is highly tied to how you feel about yourself and the things you feel you can accomplish or have accomplished. But if so much focus is put on your hair that the black community makes up $1 billion industry, then how important is the mindset of your child, of your children, of generations past yours? Why isn't this being addressed? Why is it okay to wear why is it not okay to wear certain clothes to school, but it's okay to have your hair all wrapped up in something that's not yours? It's a foreign object. It affects learning. And the thing is, when you argue for people to be natural, to accept themselves, a lot of the people who have this kind of look, they will be the ones to fight and resist even harder against you for doing that. It's been proven to cause diseases. It's been proven to damage your hair, your scalp, your hair follicles. The negatives outweigh the positives. And in a time where the kid needs their self-esteem, their self-image more than anything, they are being told, you are not good enough, you are ugly, no one's going to accept you this way, go fix your hair, go fix your hair, go fix your hair. Not fix your mind, not fix your education, not fix your room, fix your hair. So there's an inherent hatred for the hair of black children, especially little girls. And that's something that is probably not going to stop anytime soon, because there's a lot of money being made out of people's self-image or lack thereof. With that being said, this has been Gilbert King Elisa with The Analyzed Life. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and do your best.